Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex on Etsy, and I'm here to do your weekly angelic messages for the week of April 26th through May 2nd, 2021. I want to thank you for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the little notification button on top, so that way you get all the future messages of all the uploads that I do. And welcome everybody, and I want to thank you all for tuning in today and checking me out. If you would like to purchase a reading with me, I will leave all the information in the description box below as well. So today is Friday, April 23rd, 2021. That is when I am recording this video. So hopefully you all had a wonderful week. It's been an interesting week. I didn't really quite like the energy-wise energetically. So that is an interesting facet in regards to the energy of this week. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting that it was. But I've had a fairly busy week. I was working this week, of course. But now I did want to let you all know that my withdrawal... I can't talk today, apparently. So the withdrawal request from the school, is now officially been submitted. So I am out of school right now. But it won't be for long. I will go back. I'm just taking a little short break, and it'll be able to recharge my batteries and things like that. So I will be back. So as they say in Star Wars, I will be back, or something like that. Or is that something else? I think it's that one. No, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So sorry. I will be back. I got the two confused for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I will be back. So, but yeah, so that was what it was, and I did that. So Monday was interesting because Monday, I had my dentist appointment. Yay! As you guys can see, I finally got my crowns put in. So, the doctor is trying to avoid doing a root canal, and I told him absolutely not. I refuse a root canal, so no. Definitely not a root canal for me, because I will refuse any other thing. I don't care, but not a root canal. My father has had one, and he said that they do not go well. Or it's a lot, hurts a lot. So definitely no root canal for me. And then on Tuesday, I ended up getting my shot for my second vaccine. So that was good. I didn't really experience much side effects. It wasn't as bad as the first time. So this one, I experienced a migraine, and I also experienced chills throughout the body. And then I also was super tired. So I experienced sleepiness and stuff like that. So that's really what it was with that. And I took off on Wednesday from work because I wanted to recuperate after that. So in the essence, I did keen and stuff in the meantime. So I was okay enough to do keen. So, and then my best friend ended up taking a day off as well, and so that was nice. So we ended up being able to chat on that day and stuff. So that was interesting that I took it off first, and then she did as well, which is interesting. How funny. Don't you love when you don't plan things and then it just happens that way? But yeah, I took that off, and then I went back to work on Thursday, which Thursday was extremely busy. Whenever you're gone for like a day, you have a million things to catch up on. So I had a couple of clients to call back that I didn't get to on Tuesday when I was leaving for the shot and stuff like that. So I called them back, and then I had about 5 messages that I needed to return, so I did return them and things like that. And other than that, I just have I was doing things, and it was fairly productive because some of the clients that I've been trying to reach out to, they finally called back, so I was able to chit chat with them a little bit and get to know them, which was good. And then I've inherited a couple new clients. Well, one from today, which will be good to know. So I'm interested in this one. So that'll be good. And then today was super busy. I had a lot of things going on at work. So I was busy from the moment I got there. I actually went in earlier than I normally do, which I usually start at 9, but we're able to flex our time at our company, which is awesome. So I went in at 8 and I worked till 5:30 because I wanted to make up some of the hours that I lost for the day that I was off. So it wasn't like horrible or anything like that. So, but that has been my week. So overall, it wasn't too bad of a week. I did notice my energy was off a couple days, and I feel like it was the energy of last week, which is what I was talking about. So, with that being said, I babbled on about myself long enough. So now let's get into the reading seriously, because everybody's here and everybody's like, what is going on with the reading? But first I wanted to mention that in the background, I do have the music by Jason Stephenson, Chakra Healing Music, which is Raise Positive Vibrations 432 HZ, Miracle Tone, Healing Frequency 432 HZ, Positive Energy Boost. So, if that being said, you can go check them out on YouTube. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. It's just I like his channel for meditation and things like that. And also I like to check out Meditative Minds. So, either one of those are really good. Meditative Minds I love because they have different chakra healing videos as well. One for each of them. So, which is really good. So, and the deck that I'm going to be using for today is the Archangel Animal Oracle card deck by Diana Cooper. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, let's get into the energy here. So, we're going to be starting off the bat with red. So, what the angels are really telling me is that for the red energy this week, I do feel like it's going to be a little bit less this week than last week, but about the same amount, but not as bad as this past week. Remember, this past week, we had the little wavy lines, and it was kind of like that cornfield waving back and forth, where we can get lost in our thoughts. This week is just normal red. I don't see any spikies. I don't see any wavies. I just feel like it's a normal red. The red is still there, but it's not quite as high as it was in previous weeks, which is good because it's not as bad as it was. So that's an okay thing with me because I've been not crazy about the red and things like that. So remember, red is all about passion, anger, manifestation. So be careful with all the red energy as per usual. And next we're going to be going into the blue energy of this week. I do feel that the blue energy is going to be a little bit more. I feel like it's a lot more than last week, so I do feel like we're going to be doing a lot more talking and communicating, but we're going to be having a hard time expressing our emotions, is what the angels are saying. I don't know where that came from, but that's what they said. So we're going to be having a hard time being able to express certain emotions, and also the fact that we will be communicating a lot, but we won't be communicating our feelings. So we'll be doing a lot of talking, but we won't be expressing our feelings at the same time. And what the angels are also saying is that this week the blue is going to be guiding the red. So that will be interesting. So as per usual, this is going to be the theme of 2021. Before, when you're talking to someone else this week, if you don't understand something, ask before you reply, because you don't want to misunderstand something that someone has said. So that's just going to be straight up across the board, hands down. So next we're going to be moving on up into the yellow. And yellow, there's going to be quite a lot of yellow for this week. I'm quite actually impressed with the amount of yellow that there is. So we're going to have that huge amount of confidence and self-esteem within ourselves. We're going to have the courage to be able to do things. So this will be a great week to be able to start something new. So that would be really fantastic. Although before we're done today, I'm going to check out when the Mercury retrograde is, because I feel like we have one coming up. So be mindful of that correlation and stuff like that. So the yellow seems to be really good this week, so I'm really thankful for the yellow. So next we're going to be moving on up into the pink, which pink is all about self-care. And the pink, there is going to be a small amount of pink, but there's not going to be as much as the previous weeks and things like that. So there is going to be pink, but not as much. So there's still room for self-care. What the angels are saying is that it's mainly going to be in the middle of the week, but not so much on the beginning of the week and the end of the week. So the middle is going to be all about that as well. So, excuse me. And then also we're going to be moving on up into the orange. I do feel like there is quite a bit of orange from what the angels are sharing with me, is that there's going to be quite a lot of orange for this week. Orange is all about creativity, creating a wellness plan, and it is all about that sexual energy. So it's a good time for creating a wellness and looking at yourself, which is really beneficial. And creating that time for self-care is always critical. And also, I do feel that it'll be a good week to have sex as well. So just remember the communication part when it comes to sex, and other things that are important when it comes to communication with others. So that is really absolutely fantastic to remember. So next we're going to be moving on up into the green. And the green is all about love. And give and take of love. Ooh, one of my favorite things. So there is going to be green, but it's not going to be quite as high as the previous weeks. It's going to be a good amount, but not as much. So there's going to be doing a lot of talking and communicating. But remember, when you're communicating with others, to come from a heart-centered place. So do it with care, gentleness, and tenderness. And so next we're going to be moving on up into the purple, which was there a whole heck of a lot of purple. That means we're going to be getting a lot of downloads. We're going to get messages. Our intuition is going to be on point. So if we're giving readings and things like that to other people, it'll be absolutely fantastic to tune into your intuition and things like that. So next we're going to be moving on up into the crown chakra, which is that purple or indigo. Violet/indigo, I should say. We are going to have some indigo, but it's not going to be quite as high. So what the angels are saying is that this is going to be a week of relying on our intuition and our empathic abilities, and really just tuning into the messages that way. And trusting your intuition is a main source here. So, and also I do feel like we're going to be getting a lot of dreams when it comes to that purple, is what the angels are saying as well. So, that being said, let us get into the card reading here. So this reading is already super long. I'm so sorry, guys. I did talk quite a lot this week. So, let us draw some cards. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of April 26th through May 2nd, 2021? What does everybody need to know for April 26th through May 2nd, 2021? Oh, interesting. Interesting. That has been a theme for a while. Why, God, why? Okay, so, here we go. So the first card here is that we have is the pig. So the pig is all about speaking your truth, and that's going to be hard when we're not going to be able to speak our truth. And it's also about communication too. So it's speaking your truth along with communication. So again, we're going to be doing a lot of communicating. And an important thing about the pig is all about being able to create those boundaries with other people. So maintaining those boundaries is important. Like when you establish a no means a no, don't cross those boundaries or else we'll be able to talk. So that is really what I'm feeling with this card as well. And it is maintain self-worth and self-esteem with Archangels Mary, Gabriel, and Uriel. So that is really what it is. So it'll be interesting. So for the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, here is that we have is the goat. And in the regular tarot, it is the Hermit card. And what this is all about representing is that things are going to be on a pause this week. As we reevaluate everything and put things into perspective. It's almost what the angels are saying is being able to put things into a puzzle piece of some sort. So really just being able to put things into a puzzle piece and things like that, and really doing that. So, and then also it's all about releasing karmic patterns and old wounds. So a little bit of that shadow work. So I feel like this week is going to be a week of healing because it's going to be focusing in on what needs to be cleared and be broken away so that new things will be able to come. So, and it's act from your innate wisdom, Archangel Perlamech, and Pan, and God of Nature. So along with that, we do have is the Ladybird, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot. So what this tells me is that the more that we speak our truth, set our boundaries, release old karmic patterns, and things being on a pause while we are healing and releasing, is that we're going to be going into a brand new cycle of change, and the things are going to be happening rapidly. So, and it is accept happiness and good fortune with Archangel Perlamech. So that is really interesting. So the next card here is that we have is the Panda, also about speaking. So speaking seems to be critical. I feel like this is a week where if we do speak and we work on speaking our truth, then we are all about being connected. So and also giving that self-love as well is very critical. So, but I do feel like it brings us closer together as one and helps us to have that self-care, is really what the angels are saying. So that is an interesting thing, that two opposite messages. So it's going to be an interesting week. I don't know why. It's kind of opposite this week. So having a hard time speaking your truth, but also at the same time, if you speak your truth, then it'll bring you more connected. So it could go either way. So it's like a path. And it makes sense with the overall. So the first overall card, I'm not going to lie, I don't like it. It's the rhinoceros. It's like we're battling on the inside of what to do. So it's like almost like a duality of the soul. It's kind of like we don't know what to do and where to go and things like that. Yeah, it's very interesting. And it's be strong and courageous with Archangel Xenophon and Raquiel. So that'll be interesting. So the next card here is that we have is the Raven card. And in the regular tarot, you know what that means, all about the tower. So things are going to be changing, which makes sense with the Ladybird. So if you let go of fighting, things will go smoothly. But if you don't let go of the fighting, things will be forced to change. And when it's forced to change, it's always not so lovely. So, I feel like this week is definitely a week where it is two paths. So, and that goes for me too. So, whatever I need to work on, I need to follow that with my advice. So, we're all on our separate paths. So, whatever it is that you need to work on, that'd be a good week to do it. So, take some time for journaling, self-reflection, talk with a counselor. All these variety of things where you are able to do to formulate that plan and put that plan into place. So again, that brings us to the end of the reading. So if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the little notification button. And then also, if you would like to purchase a personalized reading for yourself, I will leave all that information in the description box below. Oh, and I did want to look up for you guys when the next Mercury retrograde is. Okay, we still have some time. The next Mercury retrograde doesn't start until May 29th. Oh, and don't forget, we also have a full moon on Sunday, April 26th. And it's going to be a super pink moon as well. So no wonder with all the love and stuff or self-care is important. So this full moon, things are about to get intense because the Lunix... Oh, we're going to be moving into Taurus. Will shine a spotlight on our deepest secrets and vulnerabilities, helping us to face the truth and own our power. No wonder this all makes sense now. Okay, I get it. It is also known as the annual pink moon, and this takes place in the realm of fixed water signs, Scorpio. Full moons tend to illuminate situations for us, but Scorpio is a sign that values privacy. So right now, we may not be inclined to share our emotional climaxes and heartfelt realizations with the outside world. Dang it, I wonder where that was coming from. Now it totally makes sense. Yeah, so this will be an interesting week. So, but be gentle with yourself in the full moon. So, but that brings us to the end of the reading for final. So until next time, guys, I send you so much love. God bless you, angel blessings, and I will talk with you very soon. Bye, everybody.